It's just really hard for me to even ask you this question because I'm almost in disbelief. If a baby is born on a table as a result of a botched abortion, what would Planned Parenthood want to have happen to that child that's struggling for life?
Well, we believe that any decision that's made should be left up to the woman, her family, and the physician.
What happens in a situation where a baby is alive, breathing on a table, moving? What do your physicians do at that point?
I do not have that information. I am not a physician. I'm not an abortion provider. So I do not have that information.
They'll just suction the baby, and it's possible that there may be movement as they're taking out the fetus.
Like movement after? And then what happens?
Well, then usually it stops on its own.
Okay. So, if they use the
Jackson?
No, what did you say, suction?
Uh-huh.
So if they use the suction, then there's possible movement when it comes out.
Yeah, and sometimes after...
Is it alive or...?
Sometimes they are, yeah. But it doesn't necessarily mean that it will come out whole, because they use suction, because they use instruments, and sometimes the fetuses don't come out, that's not complete.
Okay.
So,
but if it does come out whole, I mean, will they resuscitate it? Like, will I have to take care of it? Okay. If that does happen, like if they do it, if I were to choose to do it that way, like, you would just let it go, right? Okay, so you would just let it die on its own if it was whole and breathing. Yes?
They do not resuscitate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just let it die on its own and... Okay.
Technically, legally we would be obligated to help it, to survive, but, it probably wouldn't. It's all in how vigorously you do things to help a fetus survive at this point. Obviously, you're here for a certain procedure, and if your pregnancy were, let's say you went into labor, the membrane's ruptured, and you delivered before we got to the termination part of the procedure here, then we would do things, we would not help it.
Okay.
Let's say we wouldn't intubate.
Okay.
Okay.
So you would make sure.
Yeah, we wouldn't do any extra. It's like it would be a person that would be a terminal person in the hospital. Let's say that had cancer. You wouldn't do any extra procedures to help that person survive. That had do not resuscitate orders.
Okay.
We would do the same things here.
You stated that a baby born on a table as a result of a botched abortion, that decision should be left to the doctor and the family. Is that what you're saying?
That decision should be between the patient and the healthcare provider.
I think that at that point, the patient would be the child struggling on a table. Wouldn't you agree?
That's a very good question. I really don't know how to answer that. I think